Hello and welcome, Mrs. Green Thumb, and good morning, Demi. How's it going? I just got back from church and I'm ready to rock and roll. No, I always start the music there, honey bunny, and then I will come and talk after. And then after, I try to put my music to end the live stream if all goes well. So yeah, that's a regular thing, my Demi. How's it going, sweetheart? And how's mom? How's mom Rachel and your brother? And I have some stuff I want to show you guys later, but I'm just going to talk for a bit. That's my butterfly, by the way, on that screen. That's the second one. The first one flew away right away after I released it. The second one was a little nervous to fly away. That's my Monarch. Good, good, good. That's my Monarch baby right there. And I'm going to show pictures after when I get started here, when the time goes on. Hello, Joe. One time when I was a kid, a flock of monarchs flew through the town I lived in. They were everywhere. That is good to hear, Joe, but there's an issue with that now because it is a lot shorter now. That's why I'm starting to, I started last year. I did a video on it. I raised a monarch butterfly from the very egg to the beginning, and I did it again this year. The first one was bad wings, and I kept her alive and fed and took care of her until she passed away. And these two were my next one for this year, and they grew, and I got to release them. And so it was the greatest feeling to raise them and release them. So I'm just waiting for some people to come in here because I'll show you the pictures that I did. And by the way, Joe, if you're new to my channel, please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, then open up the bell so you can see future live streams and videos, and that's awesome, and happy Sunday to you all. Yeah, so Demi, that's cool. Isn't that cool? That's butterfly was, I believe, I'm going to call that one Amy. That was Amy. I named the butterflies after my children, Amy and Ashley. Ashley was the little more wilder one that flew off. I'm pretty sure that was Ashley, the one that as soon as I opened up the lid of the cage, she couldn't wait to get out. And I had taken them for 2 days to make sure they were in good shape. Their wings were good. I fed them for 2 days. I made sure they could fly around in the cage that I had them in. And then I released them. This second one, Amy, was a little nervous. She didn't want to leave my finger. Like, I took her out of the cage. She would not fly away. She was very scared. But I have documents and pictures to show you all that. And I'm just waiting for some people to come in here to build up some numbers here. And then I'm going to show you the pictures, but I might re-show you. That's awesome. Yes. So anyways, Joe, that would be great if you could hit it. I have no, be here. I have a little girl. My puppy dog is bugging the heck out of me. So I'm going to give her a little treat, and then I got to, okay, that's enough. All done. All done. Oh, thanks, Joe. Oh, you're from everything. Okay, well, cool. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to throw a list of pictures. That's going to be my thumbnail to get people in to show. But I'm going to change my thumbnails because I designed this. I wish I could do, hopefully I won't burn and crash. I was just going to give it about 10 minutes, and I'll start showing some pictures of the butterflies. And then I'll redo it as long as I stay on. I'll show you. But I'm going to show you I consider that was my second one. My oldest daughter's name is Amy. And Ashley was a little more wilder child, so the wilder butterfly is called Ashley. Oh, you're leaving me? I have to go for breakfast a bit, so I'll come back later. All right, sweetheart. Bye, Demi. Thank you for joining me. So in about 10 minutes, I'll start showing you the slideshow. I mean, I don't have it literally on a slide, but I'm going to show you. Hi, John. Welcome, John Francis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for coming back. Anyways, I could not film it because the internet wasn't working right. I wanted to do a last film on the butterflies, but I couldn't get on the internet. I've had bad experiences with my internet and all that, and I had it fixed, and now it's still not fixed right. But anyways, to make a long story short, the only way I could show you guys was I documented pictures of what I did before I released them. And I wish I could put this on a slideshow, but I will have to hand show you my slideshow because I don't have it on a slideshow on OBS yet. So I'm waiting for about 10 minutes. When 10 minutes comes up, I'll show you guys what pictures I'm talking about. And it gives enough for anybody seeing my thumbnail to come on and join that's interested in seeing this, or they can rewatch it. It's all good. I'll be on for at least an hour, because when I come on a live stream, I stay on at least an hour. And then depending on how busy it is, I'll stay longer or less. But an hour and more. I'm just excited to show you. So that's why I'm leaving it for about 10 minutes. It says 5 people watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for coming and joining me. I'm going to call the show will begin. The slideshow will begin in a couple minutes. Now I have about, I think it's 9-10 pictures, something that I want to show you about anatomy. In regards to the monarch butterfly, Brussels sprout, you'll find any kind of video. You just put Mrs. Green Thumb / lemon tree, Mrs. Green Thumb / whatever you want, not slash, but Mrs. Green Thumb, whatever you're looking for will be on there. Hello, Tesla. Welcome back. Good, happy Sunday to you all. And it is early because I normally got on later than this, but it's a good time. I just got finished church, so I thought I'd come on for a little bit and talk before I got other things to do. Can't do anything outside because my garden it's raining out there. I'm sure it's loving it, but it's kind of gloomy and wet. And what's the temperature for you guys out there before I begin my slideshow? You're welcome, Tesla. So the thumbs up would be awesome. If you got any questions to do with the butterflies, that's fine, and then I'll proceed to talk to anything else about gardening or what my channel deals with. It would be cool. Oh, thank you, Joe. So anything to do with the butterflies first, gardening is on there. Nature becomes the butterflies as far as I'm concerned, and travel. So that's kind of the subject I kind of stick with, but I mean, if we go all out, it doesn't matter. We talk about anything else. Amen. There you are. Hello, darling. Thank you for coming. Did you see the Brussels sprout one I did? That's the latest garden video I did, guys. There's 2, actually. I would love for you to watch 2 of them because one of it says 5 items I use in the garden, which would be helpful tips to you all to put this in your garden. And it really is stuff that you would normally throw away in the garbage. Would be very helpful if you watched it for yourself. You're not only helping your garden, but you're also doing recycling for the environment, which I'm about to. So hi, sweetheart. Hello. I'm so happy to be on here because for the last 2 days here, Velvet, my internet really does not work well. So I'm finally on here after 2 days, and it's very weird because I'm always on here. So I took a break and I was doing some other things. Yeah, take a look. They're really big. I want to show you a picture. I'm going to show you. You're going to see that when I put them in, you'll only see the videos only based on how big. I figure you go a little bit bigger than the size I show you. Make them a little bit bigger. Put them in the garden. I'm going to show you something after on a few days. I got to take a picture of it. It's raining right now. I want to show you how big my Brussels sprouts are now. They're still not. They don't have the sprouts yet. I'll kind of show you where they are found if you're not familiar how to grow Brussels sprouts. And I'll also show you that the aphid issue is a really big deal, and I've said it all summer long. I'm going to take a picture of a Brussels sprout that's been eaten by aphids and show you what it looks like and how bad. I can't show the aphids because they're not on there, and they're very tiny. But I will show you how it ate the one plant, and if you don't get rid of this, how it eats all your plants. So, and that's what I happen to have a big. So later on, probably when the next time I come on doing a live stream, I will have pictures of that showing you. It's 10 minutes, so I'm going to get started to explain my photos here, and I will be on at least an hour or longer, depending on how many people come to visit. I'm hoping one particular person comes because I want to do a shout out to somebody that sent me seeds in the mail, and I want to make sure that they're acknowledged. All right, so you guys, this is what I'm going to do, drum roll. I do not have a way of, I don't have the slideshow yet on OBS, but when I do, you're going to think this is really cool. So right there, that main thumbnail screen is a picture of I call Amy, because Amy was the one that was slower. Hey, sweetheart. Hi, Rachel. Amy was the one that gave me less of a problem trying to escape. This is the same one. She got kind of attached, and she wouldn't let go of my fingers. She wouldn't even get out of the cage. And so this is what I'm going to take you down the storyline. So the first picture is this thumbnail, and we're going to go to line 2. I'll give you a couple minutes as soon as it comes in. That is the first one I fed. Watch it. These are pictures how I fed them both, but you're going to see that the difference is when you see a teaspoon in the back, that shows you it's the other butterfly, just to distinguish how I fed them both. So this is how you kind of have to be very careful with them, and I am very gentle. I am trying not to touch the wings, and I want to show you a close-up and explaining to you to educate you guys on how you have to be very careful because you can rip the wings off. I'm very gentle with it, and that thing was moving around. Normally my 2 fingers hold the bottom of it. Don't squeeze it, but hold them, and then I make sure you see the little thing that's in the water. I gotta get the right name of it, so I'm not saying the right technique, but that little thing that's the circle thing that's in that honey water, which is 1 teaspoon honey, 6 teaspoons water mixed together, that is what's feeding it, that little thing. The 2 legs, the front legs are right there. You can see to the left, the first top is the leg, then where it feeds, and then the second is the right. I had to feed both of them, okay? I've fed them for a couple times. Actually, I fed them twice the day I released them to make sure they're really, really fed well. Hi, Sandy, welcome. If you're new to my stream, please hit the thumbs up, the red button. The red button will open up, open a bell to see future live streams and videos, and I will continue on. I am talking about Amy and Ashley, my butterflies that I released. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you on, my internet wasn't working right, so the only way I can document this and show you is through pictures. So anyways, for the last 2 days, I released them yesterday at about 12 noon. And I fed them twice that day that I released them, and the day before I fed them a couple times, and that's how they get fed. Now watch, this is when you first feed them, they don't know what you're doing. You literally have to take a toothpick, and where that is, you got to be very careful because you can poke their face. Gently pull out what that little circular thing is in the center of the 2 legs. Like I said, left leg, the thing that feeds them, which I want to say tentacle, but it's not right. I'm not saying the right name, and the right. So after you get that, watch what happens. I'm going to show you that the next picture is going to show you how cool this is once they understand it, which took 2 days. Look what I got here. Oh, was it? Oh, that's cool. Now that's very cool. This is what happens. See, now I've trained it that it knows what it is, and I didn't have to hold it anymore. It did fly off of my bathroom. I was in the bathroom because I have 4 cats and a dog. 4 cats and a dog, so I didn't want the butterflies, trust me, would be eaten by them. So I closed in my bathroom and I put it on the counter, and once you kind of teach them how to do it, which took about 2 days, that's what they do. They stay still, and they will understand that it's food, and they sit still, and that's what both of them did for me. So the first one, I showed you in my hand. The second one was how I taught them how to use it to feed in that water. And the next one is going to be the other one. So this one I consider, let's call this one would be Ashley. The next one would be Amy. But I'm not, at that point, I'm not sure which one was which. I figured it out later. But and somebody said there was a male and a female, which is not true, because I examined them and took pictures of them, and you have to have the male and female distinguished as 2 dots in the back. If you open up and extend the 2 wings, there'll be a dot on either side on the back. Hi, Blended. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, educating people on the Monarch butterfly, and let's move on. So this one, I'll call her, this one's, Ashley's the more wild one of the 2 butterflies, which flew away as soon as I let her out. I did the lid. I let them get established with the light and the heat and the wind, and then I kind of opened up the lid. There's all a process of how you do this. I wouldn't tell everybody to just do it. You have to know what you're doing so you don't hurt the creature. So I'm going to go on to the next one. This is 4, and this, there you go, that's a closer view. And that one is, see, she leaned to the side. That one we're going to call Amy. The other one's Ashley, this one Amy. That's the second one. And the reason that you know it, I did it purposely. I put a teaspoon at the back, and you can see that that's the second butterfly. So she was leaning. The other one stood up more. She's the one who had a little more problem, I think, Amy. But anyways, and if you can see, her wings are open. There's no dots. Where her body is, on the left and the right, on those back wings would have a dot on each one. That's a male. These are females. I examined this after because one of my friends told me you have a male and a female, and I went in search of what it looked like. I looked at my video that they saw. I went back and examined them, and there was no 2 dots on there. These are both female butterflies. So I didn't make a he, she. They are both females, and I matched girls to girls. Hey, how is it going? Welcome. So the next one, Well, that is so, thank you. Thanks very much. You guys can ask any questions you want. There you go. Now, this is the part, shortly after I took her out of the bird cage I had her in, she wouldn't leave. I was trying to get her to fly. The other one, as you can see in a future thing, you're going to see, she would not leave. This one was very close to me. I don't know. She got attached to me. She would not leave. She was like so frightened to leave. Hopefully she was still in good shape. She could have been the one born later. That's why. But, see, that's my hands, and trust me, I was trying to play like blow her off I was moving my hand to get her to fly, and she wouldn't do at all. She wouldn't fly at all. She stayed with me. So I said, what am I going to do? So here is where I took her. I put her on my zinnia flowers, which are doing really awesome, and I put her on there so that she would at least have a chance. She could eat the stuff from the flower. I was trying to get her used to the smell, and I put her down there. Eventually she went down there, and it was really hard to let her go. Like I was going, oh my gosh, she's not going to go. So I put her down, and we're going to show you the next stage of this. There she is. I finally put her down, and she was there, just vegging, and I'm looking at my husband going, I don't know if she's going to leave. She's not ready. I thought she'd be ready, but she wasn't. She wasn't not advanced, but she was just not the same. The other one was really, well, thanks. Those are my zinnias that are growing really awesome that I've shown pictures. They come in reds and oranges and whites and pinks, and they're doing awesome. I've showed pictures of it. I think I have it on here. And the next one, to show you the final part, but I'm going to repeat these pictures. There you go. That was actually flying away. So that is what the first one did. As soon as we opened up the cage, that's the best picture we could get of Ashley flying away right off the bat. Like, I got him situated on the table, my outdoor table, and then I kind of took the lid off, and boom, gone. The first one was gone. I knew that one was in better shape. The second one went to the flower, and from the flower, suddenly got the nerve and went and took off and flew away on the flower, and I was so happy. You have no idea, because I was so worried that I was going to keep her for a few days to see if she wasn't ready yet. Thank you, Mrs. Natural. Thank you. Welcome, 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 one and all. So I'm going to go back to showing pictures, but this is kind of the story, and if anybody listens to the replay, they can hear all the pointers I have on this. Again, I'm not recommending everybody to do this. I think you should be aware of what you're getting into and when to do it. Should everybody do it? Yeah, once you know what you're doing. You do not want to hurt a butterfly. That's not what I'm trying to educate people. I'm trying to say, this is the steps that you do. It's not really that hard. You take them, you find the egg. I've showed a video where it says an egg to a monarch butterfly, what the egg looks like. They're all hatched on milkweed. And to save them, because critters eat them, birds eat them, everybody picks at them, and pesticides have made things diminish with them, that you kind of like take the eggs, you put them in a plastic container, which is so simple, put them on there, cover it. You're very welcome, Mrs. Naturally. So you put them in a container, seal it so no dust mites in your house and dust spiders get to them. There's enough air in a bigger container, they're fine. I even used them in a little container, but this time when they were given to me, it was a big container. So you just let them do their thing, let them hatch. Some won't hatch, some will. Then you let them eat the milkweed, and as you see the tiny holes, you'll see how little, again, watch the video that I did already from last year. And they'll get bigger and bigger, and all you got to do is keep putting new fresh milkweed. Don't let it dry out. Dump that, clean the thing out, and put it back with paper towel on the bottom, and then you keep feeding it until it gets really big. When it becomes a fairly big caterpillar, you can tell. You'll get used to the size of it. Then you know that I have to take them. I put them in my cage or something bigger, because they're going to want to move all over there. They're going to keep eating, and then they're eventually going to climb the ceiling, kind of stick and hang and form the chrysalis. Once the chrysalis formed, now I timed it. I thought it wasn't going to take 11 days. Well, I was wrong. The first one took 11 days, and these two were born on the 11th day. So it was like, they didn't look the same size as the first one, so they're not going to be identical. Normally it's a a really kind of pale green with flecks of gold on it, and then it'll start to turn brown because the wings are being formed, and it'll turn totally different. I could not see it. Maybe it was the netting that I said, oh, these aren't ready. They're not going to hatch. I think they got a little longer, and sure enough, I was wrong. In 11 days, they came in. I wake up in the not paying attention, and there they are. I missed them being born. So I said this live stream was about the butterflies first. I'm going to repeat that. And then you guys can talk anything about gardening or anything to do with my channel. But if you have any questions, please ask. I'm going to repeat from right here. So I'm going to just talk to you guys, ask how you're doing out there. I hope everyone's fine. And we're going to start from just going through the pictures again. If you got any questions, please ask. So there's my thumbnail. That's going to be the one for drawing people in. And anybody that wants to rewatch this live stream, that's where you're going to find it, that picture. I'm sorry, I have somebody distracting me. Hey, here, that's enough. That's the last thing. I spoil you too much, little girl. Here, hang on. Okay, that's it. All done. Sorry, I'm talking to my puppy dog, which is a Cocker Spaniel and Poodle. She's a cockapoo. And she sees that I was eating something and she wants my food because I spoil her. All right, there you go. That's the starts of how to learn how to feed it. If you ever want to do this, I'm here to help you. Show you how to do things. If you ever want to take this on to raise some monarch butterflies yourself. Now, there's another issue I'm going to do. Thank you. Okay, so I've noticed a hair on a plate. This freaking camera really zoomed in quite nice when I was trying to take it. So again, I'm going to repeat that. Let's go back. Thumbnail. First one is how I'm showing you with the toothpick. I couldn't literally show you how to pull that out because it's hard taking a picture of it. I had my right hand taking the picture. My left hand was literally already set in, so I took the picture of them. So that's how they both got fed. They'll eventually gain confidence and they'll just sit there and suck it up on their own, that I didn't even have to have my finger. The bad part is, though, you got to keep an eye on them because do it in a closed room because it was going to fly off. So I had to hold it. Once it gets fed, the thing will roll up and then look out because it's just got sugar in it or honey in it. It's going to zoom it up. It's like winding up an animal. It's going to go. So you got to be aware of that. There's the other one. There's a better picture of it. Rachel, you know what? What I'm doing is, like I said, I'm educating people on it. I think anybody can do it as long as you know what you're doing. Don't take that project on. Like, don't let a little kid do it without them knowing. Oh, Mike, thank you, sweetheart. And I was thinking about you. I know that you're busy in the garden, so thanks, honey, for listening to me. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. And it's great seeing you, actually. I was talking and I said, where's Mike? But then it made sense. It's the garden season, so of course you're going to be busy. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, thank you. So there we go. There's Amy and Ashley. There's, like I said, there's the one where she was really, I don't know if I want to call it she was close to me, but she didn't have the nerve. Like, she didn't have that. Some of them have it. I can't wait to get out. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. I had enough being caged. I'm going to go. And this one was more like, I felt sorry for her because she was more like, she didn't understand. She did her cage was what she was known with. Containers was what she was known with, and she didn't know anything about being loose. So there we go. And then we put her back on the flower, which is my zinnias growing in the garden, which are doing really awesome, I might say. And I'm taking seeds for them. These seeds were given to me by somebody in California, and they grew spectacular. Now I'm going to have my own seeds, which I'm very excited about. Pretty flower. And then we finally get her onto that stage where she'll stay on it herself. She stayed on it for a little minute. We're talking about not even minutes. And then finally she got the nerve and she felt free. So she just flew off from that flower, which I was so happy. Like I said, Ashley was the one who flew out automatically real fast. And this one took its time. So every butterfly I'm showing you is going to be a little different. They're not going to all react the same. Just like they're like people. They have tempers. They have moods. They can be happy. They can fight. It's incredible what we don't know about a butterfly because I took the time last year to understand them. She had a personality, my butterfly. She was sick and everything, but she still had strength, and she would do funny things, trying to flop and fly. Hello, Simply Ertz. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, please hit the thumbs up. And then you can hit the subscribe button, and that'll open up a bell to see future live streams and videos, and welcome and thank you. Now this one is the end of my story, is the one where that as soon as I opened the container, that the Ashley one that I told you was in better shape, I guess, she flew out. I opened the container, the top of the bird cage, and there she is. That's the only picture we could get because that's how fast she flew. And then gradually the other one, Amy, took off from the zinnia and flew away. Oh, you just seen her. That's cool. So thanks, guys. Periodically, I'll run this thing again, but I'll leave my that's going to be my thumbnail for this video. So if there's any questions, ask away. Oh, okay, no problem. Thanks, Susie. I love you, Susie. Thank you. I've had an issue with trying to get on the internet for a few days. I couldn't get on, so I'm finally on. Hello. I think that's somebody from China or something. And hello, I'm sorry we can't read your writing, but welcome. Thanks for coming. Everybody's welcomed in my channel. I hope I teach people and educate people on things as you come in, and you can all get to meet each other. That's fine, and I don't care which country you come from. The only thing is I kind of recommend English because I do not understand that, the Chinese. So if you can there's a button that you can change your language on it so that I can understand you, that would be wonderful, and I could greet you even more. But right now I have no idea what the symbols are, which they look really incredibly fantastic. Different typing is awesome, but nonetheless, I don't understand what you said. So, but welcome, welcome, welcome from all over the world. And that is my butterfly right there. That's the one that I call Amy. She was the good girl that behaved, and Ashley's my wild one, but I love them both equally. And it made me so excited and so happy that I finally got to release them, not like the last time. That makes me want to do this again next year, only try to have more than 2. Next year I'm going to have different ones, and I'm going to call them different names, and yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. I'll have to look at that, Amy. I'll absolutely do that. Actually, I'm going to open up. I'm not going to look at it right now. But I will go to your channel right now and set it up that I'm ready to go to your channel after my live stream. Let me get on your channel. Yep. Oh, I see it. All right. I'm going to go over there and check it out after. Not a problem there, darling. I gotcha. Hey, Hi Old Gold is in town. Hi, sweetheart. Hello, and how are you, buddy? Oh, she's Korean. Okay, thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. I can't tell. Yeah, they're all welcome. They just have to. There is somewhere to switch the language. If they want to switch it to understand English, they can do that. But they're all welcomed. I don't care. I don't care where anybody's from. I just can't understand them if they don't switch over their language part of it. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. Oh, your phone translates it automatically? Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, Mike. Thank you for helping me out, because I have not a clue what she's saying, but everybody from all over the world is welcomed. I don't connect to just one Canada or United States, North America, everybody. So, hey, Chef, good morning. Good morning, Chef. It's good to see you. So those are my friends that are a regular basis thing. I'm just telling you, I had no internet for the last 2 days, day and a half. It was terrible. I'm finally getting on. I don't know why it's letting me get on today, but it's like a miracle. Maybe I went to church and, silly things. I prayed for this to work. Not really. There's more important things than being on the internet to pray for. But happy Sunday, guys. And, this is just incredible that I'm having no problem with this internet. If it was bad, I wouldn't have let it slide. I trust you, Mike. I missed you, buddy. I know you're really busy, but I missed having you. when I don't see you. I know you got things to do. You got to do your own channel. You got to go work, but it's fantastic seeing you. Yeah, that's why, Chef. My internet kind of is really bad. So trust me, I had a lot of things to show, but unfortunately I couldn't get on. And so I'm excited to show this part that I have. I took these yesterday when I released. So this is my main thumbnail, but I'm going to go through the pictures for those of you who are brand new coming into my channel. Let me see. And if you have any questions in regards to these beautiful creatures, I am doing it next year. As long as I get the eggs, this was the best feeling ever to release them. That's exactly the first year. That's what I wanted to do. And now finally, they're in good shape. I know I'm getting more educated on how to take care of these beautiful creatures, the monarch butterflies. So the more I take care of, the more, a matter of fact, I even have it set up that I want to have more and more of them. So I'm going to put them in cages and different containers, and the stages are going to stay the same. If they're born near a certain day, they have to be the same size, because what happens is when they develop their wings and they break loose their chrysalis, they're going to knock the other ones off. So you kind of have to watch that. And I've already educated people that you take a little clip, you clip the very top of the chrysalis if it falls down, and then you pin it to a string and roll a string right across your cage, and then you can clip them on just like clothesline pins. And this way, there's a good chance you're going to save them, and their wings are not going to be deformed if you do that to help them out. So there's all kinds of stuff to know, guys. Here we go. We're going to go give you a view again of this, because this live stream is about everything, but especially this is my last thing I can show you for dedicating to my monarch butterflies that flew away, and educate you on them, how much they mean to me. So that's the first one where I show you how to feed them. Now, I would do a live stream showing how to feed them next year. I'll even get into more detail. I'm going to show you exactly. I did do it on the live stream already, but show you exactly how to be careful with, because you could actually hurt their face or their eyes if you're not really careful trying to pull that out to feed them. Once you get them feeding and they understand it, then they'll stand up themselves and they'll do it. They'll take it themselves. That water is 1 teaspoon honey, 6 teaspoons of water. I made a mistake, but it was fine. My butterfly last year, I didn't know what to feed a butterfly, and I fed it sugar water like you do a hummingbird. The thing is, though, and she survived for almost 3 months on sugar and water. But the thing that I understand, that probably the level was too high of sugar in it, because I equally made water and sugar the same. Boiled water, let the sugar to melt down in the hot water, and then cooled it down, and that was what I fed that butterfly, because I didn't know what to feed a butterfly. And like I said, it worked for 2.5 months. Now the more I got educated on this, the more it's probably not a good idea that I would do that again. And I also, hummingbirds I fed that way, which I'd take away and not feed it that way. I remember a monarch, they're not cocoons. They're not cocoons, they're chrysalids. They're not, totally different. Cocoon is different, and I could show you that. Chrysalids are different, and they're actually nicer looking. A cocoon is just a black and brown, and Lori, welcome back. Welcome, Lori. Welcome. There we go. There's another one. That is the second one. She wasn't stable. That's the one I call Amy. I was watching her. I was a little worried about her because she was set to the side. The other one stayed firm straight, the one I'm calling Ashley, and this one kind of leaned to the side, and I went, I hope she's okay at that point. And then we go into this part on her hand. She wouldn't get off of me. I don't know if she was quite ready, so I almost kept her another day. I was going to build her strength up before I let her loose. If she didn't fly away from that flower, I would have kept her till I built her strength up, and then she would have flew away after that. Then I see she still stayed on my hands the whole time, and she stayed on my shirt and my hands. I don't have the pictures on my shirt, but she was on my shirt, my hands. Put her on the zinnia flower. From there, she goes to the flower that she stays on by herself. She doesn't have to stay on my finger to build confidence. Once she built the confidence that she was okay, then she flew off of there, and she flew really nice. And they all went towards the south, which we're very happy, because that means they're heading towards Mexico, the direction they flew off. That is the one, Ashley. As soon as I opened the lid, she flew off. So that's kind of my story. No, she didn't, Velva. She didn't want to leave me. There's always one child that always gets very attached to you, and I guess that's the one that did it. So let me go back to and that's her right there. That is my baby. That's Amy. So periodically, if new people come in, I'll explain the story again. But right now, I'll leave it on that thumbnail. And if there's any questions, go ahead. To do with the monarch butterfly. And if not, then I did my job right. And you can talk about anything you want to do with growing. I do have pictures that I want to do about oh, by the way, Chef, you need to watch the video. You asked me if I was going to do a video on Brussels sprouts. That's the one I just released. There, if you go Mrs. Green Thumb Brussels sprouts, I just released that video. And I'm going to show you later on the next live stream or after that. I'm going to take pictures and I'm going to show you how big my Brussels sprouts are. They're not formed because they take a long time. You start them in the spring. Those are vegetables that will not come out until the fall. They need that much time to grow. And I'm going to show you pictures the next time I'm on live stream. And if you can't watch it, just rewatch it. I'm going to throw some pictures and I'm going to show you what they look like now. And they still didn't form the Brussels sprouts, but I'll show you where they are where you'll find them. Plus, I want to show you the aphids that I've been talking about all summer long, how bad an issue I have with aphids. So I'm taking a picture of my Brussels sprout that's been attacked by aphids and the other ones that are looking really good that are not so much attacked by the aphids. Believe me, it's going to be a problem, but I'm going to resolve this. I am definitely working hard for next spring that I'm going to get rid of those ants because the ants cause me a lot. And and Chef, you had brought up, there's another creature that I don't have access to that I might add to my ensemble of creatures that need help and find out what the heck's going on with them is the ladybug. We used to have tons of ladybugs, and apparently ladybugs, I don't know this for a fact, but people said that they eat aphids. Well, and that's why I have aphid issues. I have no idea if that's true. I know that I do have to look into the ladybug situation and why I don't have ladybugs in our area because they're helpful. And the aphids, if they got rid of my aphids, they would solve a lot. So yeah, I might be working on that for next spring, finding out what's going on with the ladybugs in our area. But still, I'm going to follow along. The Monarch Butterfly will always be connected to my channel. It'll always be something I'm going to release until I hear there's no issues with monarch butterflies. Oh, that's beautiful. I have to repeat that. I couldn't do a video like you have to understand that it takes a lot of work to do a video and editing. I would love it, but I'll tell you what, I can see my old one, but that it wasn't released. Hi, Brian. Hello, welcome. Chef, let me repeat that. Fly high, my butterfly. You fly so high, you make me cry. You fly so high, I wonder why. What a beautiful thing. Oh my God, I'm going to cry on that one. That's so pretty. Yes, I don't see ladybugs all around here, and we used to see them all the time. And different types of butterflies. She's the white one, so very sad. I wondered what's going on. Well, I'm gonna. If this is, I can't change nature. Maybe there's a reason this is why, but I can work with it and find out why there's a decrease in the ladybug population. And I didn't even know ladybugs killed aphids. I didn't even know what ladybugs were for. Just like the butterfly, I didn't know 2 years ago. Now I know a heck of a lot, and I know what I'm doing. And there's a lot of wonderful people out there repopulating them. Matter of fact, these two were given to me, a tiny little caterpillar. They were like, you could even see it. And they were given to me, and that's what I raised it into. So it's so nice. They're gone, Brian. How's Amy and Ashley doing? Let me go through the story since you're new. I don't think people are going to mind me doing flip through because that's what I said about this live stream was mostly about them. There's that one is considered Amy. Here we go. So look at this is the start of this is 2 days, but this is the last day before I release them. So I did this for 2 days. I fed them. That's how you feed them, and then you're going to see they get confidence after 2 days. I could let them stand and feed themselves. I'm going to go through this really fast. There's a close-up. The first one, and the spoon tells you that was Amy, we're calling it her. This one is The other one released really fast. Ashley kind of stuck with me and was very close to me. There she is. I'm trying to get her to be encouraged to fly off, but having difficulty. I finally get her on the zinnia flower, and she feels confident, and I'm going, okay, so if she wasn't confident at this point and didn't fly off, I was putting her back in the cage, going to feed her and see once I get her really well developed, then I'll release her again. But she flew off. I wouldn't leave her. I will not leave them alone unless I know they fly off and they're safe, because a bird or anything's going to go after them. They're too weak. And then fly away home there, babies. That's the first one that's Ashley that flew off right off the bat. Amy was very close to me and I couldn't get her to go, and then finally she flew off, and that's the end of my quick story. Hi, hello. There you go. Hello, Kathleen. Speaking of caterpillars, I sent you a picture of another I found on our back deck. Oh yeah? Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to save that one, organic, because today I'm going to do, today's live stream is based on my Amy and Ashley butterfly. I'm going to save that for the next video I'm going to do. It's going to be perfect. The next live stream, I'll bring that out, because I am going to take stuff of my, I took pictures, I'm going, it's raining now, so I can't do it today. Next live stream, you will see Brussels sprouts here, what they're looking like now, and one that was been attacked by aphids, and how I've been complaining about these aphids since I started live stream this year of my garden, how bad they were. So I'm going to show you those two, and that's a perfect time to pull out the butterfly from you. So I'll do that the next time. This live stream is really dedicated to Amy and Ashley, my Monarch butterflies. And I said we talk about gardening or whatever, but I'm still sticking to these babies, because I'm so happy that they're both gone and they're free. And I waited for a whole year to do this again. So, well, that's all right. Kathleen, since you came in here, and Brian just got here, organic Dave is here. Organic's name is Dave, so I'm calling it Dave. And so I'm going to run you through the thing. I don't have to necessarily talk, but let's start out the story with, that's my thumbnail. Number 2, there it is, how to feed. How do you start feeding it? But I couldn't take a picture showing you really good how to do this, because it's too hard. I would have had to have my trucker man take a picture of it, and he wasn't with me. Confidence once they get fed. The next one's going to be the other one, the second butterfly. See a wonderful release. Yeah, it was beautiful, Kathleen. I almost felt like this was supposed to be, maybe it was just me, trucker man. He was taking these I took some of the pictures. He took some of the other ones where I was holding Amy, and we tried to take pictures of Ashley being released, but she went so fast. Also, to educate people, Mike had said one was a male. Well, he's not right, because I examined him after he talked. Not that I'm trying to throw that to Mike's way, but I literally watched the wings and took pictures, went over my videotape. I did a lot of research on it to see what's the difference. And the only difference from a male is 2 dots on the outer wings on the left and right side. There was no dots on either one of these. And believe me, I kept looking to see if I was wrong. Oh, I got a bug. And there's none. I bet it was awesome to watch them emerge. It was. Oh, my brother got mom huge. Uh-oh, cool. Where does he go? Did you have to release the hounds? Did you release the hounds? You guys are funny. All right. Now I get to explain. I gotta get to watch the typing. Yay, free baby, free. We are free. Yes, we are free. That's how fast that one flew out of the cage. Free, like crazy that we couldn't even get it. It was a beautiful takeoff from start to finish. So I'm gonna do this round again, watching you guys type and talk to each other. But I'm going to just go through this because I wish I got to figure out how to do a slideshow so I can talk and just let it go through. You guys can automatically watch it. But right now I have to hand do it, which I'm okay with. I'm okay. But I was very gentle with these creatures. I mean, if you squish or did hard on their wings, I don't even try to touch them on their wings. I watch videos that turn me off. I was kind of ticked off when I saw how mean they were. Like they're trying to educate you and they're holding and touching their wings. It drove me crazy. And then they put a little marker to say it was a male or female. Okay, and your point to this is no point. You're going to wreck their wings. Their wings are because they're very, very sensitive, these wings. Mine deteriorated. That's how she died, unfortunately. Her wings were deteriorating before she died, so I'm careful. Nope. Are you feeding sugar? No, I learned my lesson there, Kathleen. It's 1 teaspoon honey with 6 teaspoons water, which seemed to work nicely, and it didn't overstimulate them. It's much better. Did I know that last time I did it? No. I've been educated on this. The more I learned that worked. That 1 teaspoon honey to 16 spoon water. It was too high of a sugar content. Now I know why, because when I had her and did that, she would buzz really crazy after she did the sugar. So she had such a high sugar rush. These two, after they had the honey, they shook a little bit, but not anywhere near what the other one did. But I mean, she lived on honey, or sugar I had her almost 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months, my main butterfly. So it worked. They live on sugar and water. It was fine. But I'm being educated myself and showing that what I used, I switched it up, the recipe, and this is much better. I need a dog, so when someone walks in, I can say, tiny least. You're funny. Hi-ho, you are a riot. You are a riot. You're not right. He's not, Kathleen. You tell him. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe I'm trying to. My internet was so bad. I wonder if I can come on later on tonight. I don't know. But I did do some other things off sideline, which I'm happy. So I did it kind of forced me to do other work than I was doing. Like actually paying attention to a lot of things that I was neglecting here. And I'm happy it's stabilized too. I'm actually going through my pictures and it's stabilizing. This is great. Yes. Yes, I am. Brian, I'm very connected to Monarch butterflies. You have no idea. Everything I do is a picture of a butterfly. Tons. I'm very much connected to them. They're like my number one creature of all insects to probably look out for. However, I'm talking to Chef because Chef brought up a couple questions for me. One of them was, are you going to look into ladybugs because there's an issue with ladybugs? And I said, Chef, you're absolutely right. There is an issue with ladybugs. I have not seen one. And so I think that I'm going to look into ladybugs too. This is going to be my one priority. Number one is monarch butterflies. As long as I can get the eggs and hatch them, I will definitely be doing this. However, I might take on another project is finding out what happened to the ladybugs because they would solve a lot of my problems. When I show you these aphids that are going after my garden, I would prefer having something that kills the aphids, not killing the ants, because in some cases, ants are very helpful, but they're the ones causing the issue with the aphids right now, and so I have to target the ants. Ants are very useful creatures. I know we think they're annoying, but they're useful, and I hate actually killing anything off. So I'm just going to talk away and see. I wish I didn't have to do this, but I'm literally taking each picture and using my hand through OBS to make you have the moving pictures here because I don't know how to do slideshow on OBS yet. Yet is the word. Yet. but I will eventually be doing that. I'm just afraid that I have all these other thumbnails I've done, and if I sit there, I'd have to delete every one to do a slideshow. And I did all that work on these other thumbnails, so that's why I don't really want to touch them. Oh, thanks, Brian. Take care. Thanks for coming, honey. Always a pleasure seeing all you guys. Ladybugs do eat. Well, they're supposed to be known to eat aphids. You know what? And I probably believe that, but I don't know that for a fact, Lori, because we say that, we hear many things. I'm like this. Don't ever think that just because someone says something is correct. I'm a person that wants to do it and show you that this is what worked for me. I'm not a person that just says, okay, ladybugs eat aphids. Do they? And where do you prove that? Because somebody told you that they do? Or do you actually take a ladybug and seeing it eat an aphid? That's my way. I'd like to see it. I actually show you that it's eating aphids and it's cleaned up my act of aphids. Then I can tell you, yep, that actually does work. I want to film it. I want to show it. I don't want to just say it does that and think, yeah, it does. I don't know. That's just how I work. If we sat there and agreed to everything that was said to us, boy, we'd be a bunch of puppets. I'm definitely not a puppet. I like listening. I respect people. I respect everybody's answer. I do. I respect that. But it doesn't mean I have to agree with it. And so step by step, I will reveal different things that I personally know work. When I was a kid, caught a butterfly and their colors came off their wings. Is there a reason why this happens? It's like a powder substance. I would never go and catch one again. Actually, that's what I'm telling you. It's a powdery substance. Oh, thank you. Oh, so sweet. Thanks, honey bunny. Thanks, Newfound. I love you. Thank you so much. Thanks. That's awfully sweet of you. I appreciate that. Chef, there is a coating. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was so appalled by some of the videos I've seen. I will not mention channels' names. And these are higher channels that almost makes me cry when I see. They were doing research on the butterflies, and they're really freaking rough with the wings. And I kind of left the comment because it pissed me off. When you're doing research, that's fine. But when you're freaking holding their wings, and not that they were rough, they didn't hold them rough, but they're touching their wings. Their wings are so important to leave them alone. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you notice the way I handle it, I never use the wings. I hold them by the body of it and close it together, and you might touch the wing on the bottom very little. The wings have a powdery substance, and you're doing harm to the wings by touching them all the time. They're going to deteriorate. This is exactly what I learned from my butterfly, that I had to start putting a towel on the bottom of the cage, because anytime she fell because she couldn't fly, it would be knocking off that powdery substance, the stuff that's on their wings, and eventually the wings deteriorate and then they have nothing. And I have no idea if it was painful or not. I don't know. I don't feel like a butterfly, but the thing is, I can't imagine it not hurting that creature, because it's the same as us. If somebody pulled your skin off, wouldn't you think that would hurt? So I don't know. I'm really annoyed by when I saw these higher channels working with these, and I know they mean well. They're trying to detect how many, to repopulate how many females to how many males are on here. But it's just, I don't like how some of them are doing it and videotaping it. I was appalled to it, because they're not taking care of them. Well, I'm not trying to make you cry there, sweetie pie. I'm just trying to educate you on how annoying it was to me. Yeah, you were right, Kathleen. That makes the same with the butterflies. Same with see, look at my thumbnail. Nowhere did I take, when I picked it up, I never touched the wings. I picked it up by its feet. It kind of walks on my finger, And by the way, I don't know what kind of crap this is about being poisonous. I mean, I don't put my fingers in my mouth after I touch them, but I don't know. I'm just telling you, I'm still alive over a year later. Vibing and Abigail, hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please hit the thumbs up, the red button, which is a subscribe button. It would deteriorate your wings in time, Velvet, by the way. All right, Vibing, you go ahead. You can meet everybody you want. That's awesome. Yeah, Velvet, in time, you could hurt the wings. And I'm just telling you that I saw, the channel I saw, they took a little, and how would you like this? I'm just telling you, they took a little sticky paper, and they mark it male, female, and they literally was holding the wigs and showing the layers of the wings with their freaking fingers, and then they kind of take a tiny little paper and kind of stick it on the poor little wing of the butterfly. And that is to what? Serve the purpose of locating how many male and females that you released? Like, just wrong. I don't need to have credit on a butterfly. I'm going to let them go and release them and hope they're safe. I don't need to put, well, I'm the one who got Mrs. Green Thumb puts her sticker on. She labeled it because I'm the one who released that one. I don't know. It drove me crazy what I saw, and it had millions of views on this thing. So, and it's educating people how to do this, not in the right way. And I'm not knocking the channel because I'm not even going to tell you what channel it was. But like I told you, I have been last few days, I've been really looking at the stuff on to do with it and seeing what other people do. And I'll give it credit to one channel was really good. I watched him educate on chrysalids, that not to throw away if a chrysalid falls and it's damaged. Don't think that the butterfly is going to be automatically damaged, because it's not. There's chrysalids that flew down on the ground and that were fine. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, it's a cruel world sometimes out there. I'm not trying to make anybody sad. I'm just trying to educate. I'm about educating to not touch the wings on it. If it comes to you and you want to put let's say it flies on your shirt, put your fingers near the legs of it. If it wants to be with you and walk on you, it'll walk on your finger. It doesn't need to, you don't need to literally take it by the wings and put it on you. It'll come to you. And if it doesn't come to you, it means it doesn't want you to hold it. So it's free. It can do whatever it likes. My babies. And you know what? I'm not sad that I had to let them go. I'm actually so happy that I took it from point A to point B further than last year. Last year was my attempt to release it, and I never got that way. I was so nervous. I thought, oh my God, I can't do this again. I'm gonna cry every night. Honey bunny. You love Honey Bunny. I say that all the time. I'll say that to little kids and stuff, even to my kids. Listen, Honey Bunny. Yeah. So anyways, I'm so happy. I thought I was going to feel a loss that I had to let them go, and I didn't. I didn't feel anything but happy and joy that they were healthy, and I released more back into the wild. So, yeah, this was a good thing. I love my babies. Have another cup of coffee. My God, I was watching like 20 minutes back for like 10 minutes. Forgot to press like. Just like a bird. Meant to be free? Is that what you mean, Chef? You know what I want to do? Guys, seriously, I would love this. And I'm talking about for you, Chef, or Kathleen, or Velvet, any of you that I really, really know. If you ever get a chance to do this, I really think you should try it at least once. I mean, make sure you take the advice I'm giving you, okay? But I think you have no idea what it feels like. It's the most gracious, happy feeling to release this, that you raised it. You're going to connect better to nature, and you're gonna show a different sign of appreciation. I just not explain it to you because I observe these, I watch these, every day. And before I let them go, I really paid attention and looked in the bird cage they were in. And I also was looking for next year, should I put them in a bird cage? Did this hurt them being in a bird cage? Was it too rough? And I found out the answer was no. It was fine with the softer netting around the outside was perfect. So if I do a whole bunch more, I actually might buy a butterfly cage, which is all netting. It looks like a laundry basket, what I get. Actually, you want to know what was really cool? If you could get a sealed, this would even be perfect. If you could get a big sealed, that soft netting held by wiring, and it zips closed, that would be perfect to put a butterfly in, a whole bunch of them, because they couldn't get out. Like once they get to the stage of caterpillars, throw them in there. Once they get out, they have all that air to go. I think that would be cool. Yeah, just like a bird. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Chef. Now, I wouldn't put a bird near the butterflies because birds eat butterflies, by the way. I was watching, I saved a butterfly one time. I think I told this story before because I thought it was so funny. Behind my fence is where my garden is. I went to go check the garden, and there was a little butterfly. Now, it wasn't a monarch because a monarch are born, people get that mixed up. Monarchs are born really big. You see them. I showed you. They're not born like tiny. There's butterflies that look very close to what a monarch looks like with tiny wings. And my mom thought that was a tiny monarch. I said, no, monarchs are not tiny. They're born that big. So if you see a butterfly that looks like it, it's not a monarch because they're the size they are. They're big. Miss Green, the butterfly ninja. Maybe. I like it. I'll take that. I'll take it. I'm protecting the butterflies. Absolutely. I'll take the ninja part of this. I love it. Now you got me sidetracked. I forgot what I was about. See, I was so hypnotized into going on. I could go on and on and on about this. Like a whole hour I've talked about it, and I could go on and on and on more about throwing that out there. And like I said, the next live stream won't be about the butterflies, but this one definitely, they deserve it. And when I do another one next year, you're going to get even more of me talking about it. I will learn and tell you what I learned about it. Yeah, that's not a monarch though. I'm not sure what that is, Velvet, but monarchs are only a big, that size. They're born that way. And let me go back to my thumbnail and have a break here for a minute. Yeah, the monarchs are born that way. There's my baby. I'm going to call her Amy. Amy and Ashley, my babies. And I want to try to see if I can save this. I'd love to do a slideshow. I don't know if I can do a slideshow from here and put it as a video. I don't know, because I would do that. I would take these slide pictures I showed you and do a fast video on it, but I don't know if I can. So I will have to do something next year, something different. I wanted to do super fast where the egg turns into the butterfly, but that's really hard to do that. You have to set the cameras up, and every day it's got to film constantly until the butterfly's born. So that's a really hard one to do. I would love to do that next year, something different, but I don't know. I'm not going to promise that. I promise that if I have eggs, you'll see butterflies next year for sure. Why? And she's all wet. What are you doing all wet? Here. Puppy dog's all wet because it's raining out. Come here. I don't need to have those. Those are not snacks here. Here, okay. All right. I gotta make some dog bones up. All right. I'm just happy to be on here. I'm happy to stay. 2 days of no internet when I'm so used to doing internet all the time is crazy. Oh my God, do it up, Miss Greentham. All you need is a Action Cam that has time lapse. I can teach. What'd you teach me? I have that camera. All you need is an Action Cam. Oh, thanks, Hi Ho. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, buddy. Newfound. All right, we'll have to work together. I wanted to get to know you better anyway, so I don't know. All I did was connect. I don't have an action camera, and I know they can do it with a what's that stupid? I don't really like it. I saw one. I almost bought one. I didn't like it, but I'll have to talk to you. I will do that if you can help me next year. I'll do it then. I will. I want to. I really want to do a time lapse for the butterflies. It would go good with my collection of all what I'm doing now. When you get all the pictures, you can stitch them together. Yeah, I'll. Newfound. I have this feeling we have this really good connection with gardening and stuff like that. So I think definitely, definitely will. I'll ask you to help me out for next year because remember I got the contest, but it'll work out perfect. I got all the gardening coming up next year. Plus the contest will start April 1st all the way till September 30th. So I'll get that started, and then after that, then I can start into do with the butterflies because the butterflies aren't born until June. The eggs start appearing about June, May, June. Thanks, ladies. I'll be dreaming about butterflies. Hey, you want to dream about butterflies? There could be a lot worse things to dream about there. Wait till Halloween comes and I'll show you the bats. How's that? I think I should do a series on the bats for Halloween. That's what I should do. So you could dream about bats. At least I'm giving you something, happy thoughts to do. And I think it was Velvet said to me and to all of us, when you release butterflies or anything to do with a butterfly, it's supposed to be sending kisses to your loved ones, right? Velvet, can you say that again? Tell me how that works again with the butterfly. If you see a butterfly or you release a butterfly, you are sending butterflies to your loved ones. I'm afraid of bats. Well, I didn't even touch bats yet. I can touch bats, trust me, because that's another creature that's very good for you to know with mosquitoes, but I won't even go there. Today is about my babies. And being on this happy Sunday. God bless me with them, these beautiful creatures, and to release them the day before Sunday is an awesome feeling. When you see butterflies, blow it a kiss so it can take it to heaven to give your loved ones. See? So I consider that I've lost many people in my life, but the closest was my brother-in-law, my sister just this year, and my nephew, her son. So I released 2 butterflies that are sent. Unfortunately, I owe one's going to be for my sister, one's for my nephew, and one eventually will be one for my brother-in-law. So they were named after my daughters, and they were sent to heaven for the people that passed away. It's a perfect thing, perfect. Yeah, bats are awesome. They make guano, I don't know say which is awesome natural fertilizer in there. Do you have bats there, Newfound? Leads me to, do you have bats? That could be a totally different thing that I might look into, but I don't want to touch it later. I have lots on my plate already. But wouldn't it be cool to build a bat cage? They are so awesome. They're creepy looking, but I think I can grow to love them. It's the same thing as, do you think that I wanted to touch a butterfly? I thought it was the most creepiest thing at first. I thought they're beautiful, but their legs and their body were all creepy looking to me. And I've gotten obviously over that fear, so maybe I can do the same thing with the bat. There's a lot of bats. So maybe I take one step at a time through this butterfly, learn that bats are a really helpful creature. And maybe I'll learn to love them too, not thinking they're just so creepy, because I find them creepy. But the butterfly was creepy to me too until I got attached to it. So now they're not creepy at all. You know, all the stories that I heard about butterflies biting, about butterfly being poisonous on their wings, all that stuff is full of crap as far as I'm concerned. But that is me. I go to the park in the evening and they fly all around. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Very, 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 very cool there, Newfound. So yeah. Or I might turn into Dracula. Well, maybe I need to do those stuff to make things that are fictional not true. Maybe you got to do stuff to educate people that I know for a fact different things. Same with dragonflies. I'm still not comfortable, but people said dragonflies bite. Now I didn't hold one on my finger to prove that they bite, but I'm telling you, the dragonflies fly around me all the time. Actually, you want to know what's really cool? By bat feces, you can get sick by bat feces. I wouldn't know that, Kathleen. Maybe you're right. Yeah, because of what they have into it, what they eat. I just thought of something. I just forgot what it was on the right track. Ooh, totally forgot. It was something I was going to say out there, but got sidetracked, and now I don't remember what I wanted to tell you. Oh, dragonflies. That's what it was. I was on about dragonflies. You want to know what was really cool? After I released the 2 butterflies, you're going to love this one. After I released the 2 butterflies, a dragonfly went and landed on me. And you have to understand, I saved a dragonfly this summer too. It was in a spider web. I kind of took it off. I didn't use my fingers just in case. I don't totally know if they bite or not. I took it off. I kind of sprayed water on it to get the spider web off, and it flew away. And so the dragonflies almost, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I think they're kind of staring at me. They not only see me save a dragonfly, then they see me release butterflies, and then one lands on me after. I thought that was pretty cool. Since my mom passed away, dragonflies are always around me. My yard is full of them, and no matter where I am, I see at least 10. Yeah, I see a lot too, Velvet, a lot. And I just thought it was kind of cool that I didn't even notice it. My husband said, "You realize a dragonfly just landed on you after you released the butterflies?" And I said, "Oh, that's cool. All right. I'm not afraid of them. I used to be afraid of them." They called them snake DRS when I was Yeah, I think they're awesome too. I have to take I didn't do it there this year, Newfound. Last year I did it, and I lost all the pictures. I don't know where they are. I took it of the rainbow to educate. It would have been, over a year ago when people were telling me about how bad dragonflies were. I went, and they're ugly, and I said, "You got to be kidding me." No, they're not. I said, and so this one guy came in, and I showed him, I have to show you something here. These are all around me. I showed a blue and a turquoise and a green and a red and a brown. All the color of a rainbow is on these things, and dragonflies, and not one ever bit me. And so anyways, the guy was like so surprised of the beautiful colors of the pictures. And again, it was on my old computer that crashed, so I can't find you them. I was trying to take some this year, but they were beautiful colors. Hello, backyard, welcome. Snake doctors have black and white wings. I have to show you something, Kathleen, or you guys. I had what I thought was a dragonfly. It's in the shape of a dragonfly, but this one had brown and white wings. I've never seen anything like this. I didn't know what it was. I think it's the form of a dragonfly, but it was brown and white, and it was kind of unusual but cool looking at the same time. Well, really? Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds cool, Velvet. I'm talking to you about your picture. Very cool. I wish I knew where all my pictures were. If I can find them, if I can take some, you'll be seeing it on my garden one. I did put a few on my garden video, but I need to take more. I didn't see them. I see lots, but I don't see as many colors this year, because one was a really strong mint green to a turquoise color to red to blue. It was like all colors of the rainbows, because I was wondering, when people do arts and crafts, they always make dragonflies all different colors, and I was trying to figure out, where did that come from? Where did they know to put a blue dragonfly? So it just seems weird. Maybe it's just creative. And then last year I started looking at them, and I said, now I know why when people are crafting or doing things with a dragonfly that's different colors, it's because they exist in different colors. Yeah, and that's very cool what Velvet took a picture of. It's awesome. I wish my friend came in here. I wanted to give her a big shout out, but she's not here. Ugh. I wanted to give her a shout out, but I want to tell her, I'm going to tell you anyways, in case she re-listens to this, I'm going to do it again. So if you guys hear me say her name again, it's because I have to thank her very much. I did send a message to her thanking her already, but it's Gemma. You know, Gemma Harvey that comes on my channel told me she would send me seeds from the UK. I said I didn't get them yet. So about 2-3 days ago, I got them, and I sent her a message saying, thanking her. Very cool. But I want to tell you the seed she sent me. It's called sweet corn, and the name is Sundance. I must make a little butterfly and take off. I have to do laundry and make some food. Awesome hanging out, Mrs. Green. Hope you all have an awesome day. Thanks, Newfound. Thank you. Don't forget, I know you're going to keep in touch with me. I can feel it. We're good friends, and together we will, you'll help me do the video. I appreciate that. That would be cool to make me learn because, well, I need to learn. Hi. Speaking about crafting, a good friend of me sent me a beautiful picture. It is a piano, and I am working on it. Cool. Since you just came in, well, I'm going to go over this, and I'll show you my videos for my butterflies and explain it quick for you. Anyways, Gemma Harvey sent me seeds. The first one is sweet corn Sundance, a sensitivity plant, because she wanted me to work with this so I have something to start growing now, which I had a sensitivity plant, but I've never had them through seeds, so this should be interesting. I won't do them until I can videotape them, so I'm not going to plant them yet. Lettuce, the brand is Tom Thumb. Tomato she gave me, it's called a Gardener's Delight, which I never had this kind of tomato. And the fifth thing she gave me was capsicum, which I have no idea what that is. Anybody know what a capsicum is? I'm going to type it. I know you can Google it, and if you want to do that, that's fine. This is what she gave me. I think this could be a flower, but I'm not sure what it is. There it is. Whatever that is, that's what she gave me. So I want to thank Gemma Harvey for this, if she rewatches this stream, and I will thank her later for all that, for sending me the seeds. I've sent her a message. I'm sending her my love and thanks on here, and I'll do it the day she comes into my channel. I'll mention it to her again, how awesome that wasn't, to thank her very much. Jadelle, this is for you, darling, because you came in. I want to make sure you get, because I know how much you loved my butterflies here. This is my little view down memory lane here for you, okay? So everybody's been with me. Thank you. And if you have to watch it, I'm sorry. I think you should. I think you're going to love it anyways. That's my right there. This is the little story I have for Jadelle since she just came in, or anybody coming in now. The picture starts off with my finger. Gorbet Outdoors. Hey, looking for new friends. Okay, so that one is, I don't care if everybody goes to Gorbets. If you're new to my channel, please hit the thumbs up, the red button, and that'll open up a bell to hear future live streams videos. Gorbet Outdoors, so please connect. And if anybody wants to go take it away from my channel, thank you very much. Go for it. So anyways, Jadelle, this cutie pie that one's the Amy one. This is my story. That's how I learned to feed it. Number 2 is how I'm showing you how to feed it. Number 3 is when you learn them to feed. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gorbet Outdoors. When you learn to feed it, they'll have enough confidence that they'll feed itself. Right here. Thank you, Gorbet Outdoors. Thank you so much. And then that's the second one. The spoon is, so that one's Amy. The other one's Ashley, and I did the same thing of feeding them. The third one is Amy didn't want to go. She was like kind of close to me and wouldn't leave. The first one, Ashley, took off like I knew she would. I knew one of them was going to go. I knew it would be her because the way she was flopping around. There it is. So I bring it to a zinnia to think, well, if I put her on a flower, and these are known, that's why I grew them. Zinnias are known to attract, which they do, all kinds of butterflies and bees and different things. Perfect for a garden, and they look beautiful. So there it is. The third one, the number 7 picture is, now I got her on there. Now she waits for a couple minutes. She builds her confidence up and finally flies away, Jadelle. That's what she did. It took her a little bit of time for her to go. I had her for a little while, and she had to build up her confidence. She wasn't confident enough to leave. And then that was the first one flying out, which was Ashley. Ashley flew, and we couldn't take pictures of her. That's the story I have of the butterfly, Amy and Ashley, and how I put it into pictures to give you my storyline of it. I'm going to go right through. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go through the whole pictures and put it back to my thumbnail. And if anybody's... No, nothing to break your heart. It's the most beautiful feeling. No, it's beautiful feeling. There's nothing negative about this, Jadelle. I could have felt that way. I don't. I feel like I'm the happiest person. After I thought about it, I was happy when I did it, and I still remain happy that I have just set these free, which they're supposed to be free. If I would have kept them in a cage, that's not the way it is. A lot of animals are not designed. They're not supposed to be in cages. I wanted to have her for a longer time. No, I know, but you shouldn't. If she wouldn't have flew away, I would have put her back in and made her stronger and then let her go again. I'm not keeping any of these creatures. If they're wounded, I have to keep them. That's your thing. You need to keep it. You need it. If there's wounded in the meantime, you gotta let them live their life, and they won't last long. They don't live a long time anyways. But let them live until they die, I guess. And one more time, and then I'm going to just leave it on my thumbnail. There's the thumbnail, and here's the whole story again. There it is. So this was a pleasure doing it, and I will do it again. Newfound, take care of your shadow. I have no idea. I might be on later tonight, but again, my internet, I don't know. I'm going to have to call again, but this is the best in 2 days I've had it where I can actually live stream, which is fabulous. No problem. The OBS didn't crash. So this has been an awesome day. Hopefully I can come back tonight. We'll see. Show you what I've been working on. I'm so glad to make this humorous, okay, Kathleen, or all you guys. I kept looking, going, okay, good thing I didn't use the middle finger because that wouldn't have looked good. Do you imagine me using my middle finger and putting the butterfly on my middle finger? That would not be a good idea. I was laughing about this going, okay, now that's not my center finger, so that's my index finger. So that is a good finger to take a shot of. I could have put the middle finger in. That would have been so nice. I have to thank all of you guys, though. Thank you so for being like true supporters and being my friend, because means a lot to me, this stuff. And I'm not just here to just yap and talk about anything. I'm really being here, and I know I'm supposed to be here to educate and everything I bring through here. There's channels that get tons of people that it's all support channels, and that's fine. But my stuff I feel like is very important to get out, and I have to thank all of you for doing that, for coming back to me all the time. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Yes, I miss you. I didn't. Yeah. I'm hoping, though, cross your fingers, I might have to move to my kitchen. My stuff is all in another room to show different things. And unfortunately, I might have to move things to my kitchen because it's just not working out for me right now. Yeah, I just wish I could get the word out better. I'm happy. I'm happy with all you guys. Um, Thanks, Shadell. I wish I could give you more friends and build it faster, but I have to go with at least the most loyal people that come into my channel are very loyal to me, and that's what I need more. I need more of friends like you guys than I do of fly-by-nights that come in and leave and just take names and leave. It doesn't help my channel out at all because I'm not teaching anything but building numbers, and it doesn't mean anything. So I thank you, Jadelle and Velvet and Kathleen and Hi Ho and let's see, whoever came in here, Newfound for sure, and Backyard Gardener. I hope he stays connected. I don't know if he's gone already. Whoever's here, thank you. The garden channels, I really want to tell you something about what I plan on doing next year, and I'm throwing it out there if anybody rewatches it, that I really am going to have this competition, and it's going to be April 1st to September 30th. Oh, thank you, Gaming. Thanks for coming back, Gaming. Did you just come in? If you just came in, I'll show you a few things, Gaming. Did you just come into my channel? Thank you so much. Did you just come in, or did you see all the stuff I was showing? That says 4 in the channel. Oh, you did see it all? Okay. Because I'm going to do a quick one through my stuff already, just for you. Okay, you're going to see it right now. I'm going to do it a couple times. So you did come in. I'm going to throw you again. This time I'm going to count like between each slideshow, and I'll do it again for you. That's my thumbnail. Yes, welcome. If I could fly an eagle. Trying to think of the song. The wings beneath my wings, the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly. You're the wind beneath my wings. You're the wind beneath my wings. Fly high, high, high. Fly high, high. You're the wind beneath my wings. Okay, that's cool. I'll check that out after. Thank you. Thanks, Gaming. I bet you 10 to 1 you're well, not young. I bet you're to appreciate this. I think that sometimes there's an age that appreciates this stuff, and yeah, I don't think you're like a 20-year-old, but if you're a 20-year-old and you're appreciating this, and I'm really proud to know you. Unfortunately, I think it's all people that become 30s, 40s, 50s, and we realize how important things and creatures like that are to us. 20-year-olds, they're too busy doing other things. Yes, me too. I hope you feel better, Janelle. Yeah, me too. Yeah. I am still hanging in here, guys. Thank you. Not that I need another coffee, but I have a little bit of coffee left over, so I think I'm going to pump that in the microwave. And alrighty, I get this coffee done. What the heck is in there? Well, some of us have to do dishes after we get off of here. That is for sure. Get the dishes cleaned up. I'll be right with you guys. I just want to have my coffee on for a bit. Again, thank you all. Especially, I think every single person that comes into this live stream, I really appreciate it. But the people, my loyal friends, a big hug and a kiss to you all. You have no idea how much that means to me coming all the time. Big deal. I'm not going to get emotional because I could. Real easy. But I appreciate you guys. And changing the subject to a lighter note, I'm having corned beef today for supper in a crock pot. It turned out I made this recipe up that actually is so easy to make a one meal thing in a crock pot with corned beef that is delicious. That's what I'm having for supper. All right, gotta get my honey in today. That's why the bees love me so much. Part of the family. I don't think I'm gonna get stung again. I've never been stung since I started the honey. So, honey, 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 they love me. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Nice cup of coffee. Oh. All right, what did I miss, guys? I know you're talking to each other and I'm happy. All right, got 4 in a room. Thinking barbecue. Oh, talking about supper. Okay, let's see. Pork chops here. I love it. We had chicken. Thinking about barbecue pork chops, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Yep. There you go. For the taters. Taters, taters it is. Oh. Anybody have coffee? Yes, Velvet. I know it sounds good, eh? She's having some tater. I love, you want to know something? My favorite pork chop. Actually, Trucker Man's been doing it really good on the barbecue, which surprised me because I don't normally like. I told him slow and easy to do pork chops on a barbecue, dries it out, and I don't like it. But my favorite kind of pork chop, you're gonna love this. I should try to invent my own shake and bake because that's my favorite way to do pork chops. Put them in, shake it, bake them. I'm going to have to create my own formula for that. Anyway, shake them, bake them, and they stay tender. I love the spices in it. I don't know what spices are in there, but do I love shake and bake? Yes, love it. It's my favorite. Favorite is shake and bake. I think there's probably a lot of salt in it. That's probably why I'm liking it, but the flavors they have. Flavors they would have in shake and bake. Yep, side dish mashed potatoes plus whatever vegetable you want with it, corn, beans. My son loves Parmesan encrusted pork chops. Yeah, yeah, that would be good too. That would be different because I've made Parmesan stuff, and on pork chop would be really, that would sounds delicious. I think I'm gonna get hungry for supper. Oh, Kathleen, for you, I have to tell you, I don't because I couldn't get on here. I watched every night. I was watching one of my Daniel Steele DVD movies, and because last night I couldn't, so I went a little crazy and watched like 3 of them last night. I got them all done. I have all the last few weeks or week and a half. I watched a movie every night or 2. So my whole series, I don't even know what to watch anymore. All my Daniel Steele movies are done like a dinner. I watched them all. Now I'll rewatch them 6 months from now. I'm not going to watch them right away, but I have watched those series every so often. I got to do at least 4 or 6 times. I'll bring them up and I'll start doing it again. I'll watch the whole series. I put it away. Come back and watch Daniel Steele. So they were worth my money because I bring it up every so many months. I just adore Daniel Steele and I adore all those movies. So I got them all done. I almost feel, any idea, Kathleen? Do you know when's the last time she wrote a book? Do you know offhand what's the last book she wrote, Daniel Steele? That's what I want to know. What's the last book Daniel Steele wrote? Did she do any this year? Or because she's getting up in age, I don't know. I mean, you can write no matter how old. You could be 90 years old as long as you can function right. To write a book, you could still do it even at 90 years old. So I'd like to know what the latest book she is because I haven't bought one for a while. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm just gonna get this ready. I can't believe I'm having a wonderful day as far as the fact that the OBS, it must be because it's Sunday and the good Lord is looking out for me today that I'm not crashing and burning today. This is the best internet I've had for several days, for weeks. But look at, I'm over here for almost 2 hours and no glitch. This whole story went over well. I could explain my butterfly thing. Somebody's looking out for me today. Somebody. And I have to thank, and I put a big shout out, they're gone here, but Mike gave me a donation and so did Newfound gave me a donation. So I want to shout that out before I get off my live stream to thank you so much for that, the donations, both of them. They were really, really appreciated. And I just take all that and just throw it to my channel. So in time, I will get all that camera equipment. I will get different things with it. I put that aside and I won't spend it until I can put it back into my channel. I love to cook, but I hate it. Hate cleaning up. I hear you. I hear you, Velvet. Me too. That's why I'm going to create crock pot meals where you only have one meal and a few dishes to do. And if you use paper plates, you don't have anything to do. One meal crock pot dinners be done. And you can make them low cal, high cal. You can do so many amazing things with a crock pot. So they're not my number one choice of, if I told you what equipment I'd like to cook with, it would be a crock pot. I love them. You have to clean as a cook. That's true. Yes, you do. Absolutely. So, you're not getting any more. Boy, see, I spoiled this little doggy poo. So, look at you. You look so cute. You got the little funny tail going around, the little doodle. Yeah. You can't have any more. I'm not giving you no more. Let me see if you got water there. I'll tell you what, we'll give you some more dog food. Come on. I'll make sure you get fed. Yes, I gotta take care of you. Come on. Come on. There we go. Here. There you go, baby. Go for it. Want to eat. You got something. All right. There you go. That's what I'm going to do, Velvet. I think one day I would like to do all that design. There's so many things. I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways, I do like to cook. I have to be in the mood. I don't like cooking all the time. Some days I just want a day off, but when I am in the cooking mood to cook, I go crazy. There's the ideas just pop out of my head when I'm in the mood for cooking. But I got to be in the mood. If I'm not in the mood, they don't go there at all. They go, oh, I don't want to cook today. Yeah. What you said I used a mixer to shred chicken? A mixer? Oh, you threw it in a mixer? What do you mean? Alrighty, let's go through my list again. It's weird. I have this thing going off. It sounds like it's a clock, and then it stopped. Like that alarm perk going off, and it goes did it, and then oh no, I don't hear it. Strange. Oh, okay. Not sure if the title. Okay. She has a new book out now. Not sure the title. Okay. When you find out, just tell me if you notice it. Or I guess I could Google it. It doesn't really matter. But I know we have that in common, that you like reading those books, and so do I. That's why I kind of threw it out to you. That we both like reading those books. Yeah. There's my babies, Amy and Ashley. This will not probably come up for a while unless I turn this into a video slideshow. You won't see this again. I won't be bringing Amy and Ashley up until I get new butterflies for next year. Unless this is turned into a video, or I want to just show somebody quickly that didn't see it. Yeah, this is the main one. You won't see them really that much again unless somebody pops in and I want to show them my butterflies because they weren't here. They won't be shown again. And we will start off new critters next year. And like I said, I'd like to have I like to name you guys. You are on my list to definitely name a butterfly after you and release them. I still have to get. I need my mom and Trucker Man and my two son-in-laws, and that completes the whole family. And once I think that's the whole family. And once I have 4 butterflies, and maybe one after my brother-in-law that passed away, 5. Then the rest, after 5 butterflies, and the rest are going to be starting named after you guys. Every year I will have one, and you'll have at least one released under your name every year that I do this. I can't wait. I can't wait to give one to Kathleen and to you, Velvet, and to one for Jadelle and to Mike and just different people that have gotten into my lives that we've known each other now for a lot of you over a year. That a newfound, my new friend, all of you guys, you're gonna all have one. I'm gonna donate them, and I'm not gonna mark them though. I'm not gonna ever put a sticker on them to label them. That goes against what I believe in, but you'll definitely have one released under your name, and that's what I'm going to work on next year. I don't know how many eggs I can get, but I want to do a whole bunch next year if I can. Anyways, so guys, what do you got up to today? I hope if I get a chance to come back on tonight and all goes well, I'll be on tonight. But if not, then you at least know why I haven't been coming on, because I can't get access to coming on. But if I do come on, I'm gonna continue where I've started off, change the subject, and it won't be on the Monarch butterfly. But anyways, oh, I got some people going in the background. I should show you something. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I never want to show this to everybody, but for you guys, you're my friends, and you know what most of I look like. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one special one that I want to show you that will not be left on here at all. I'm not taking it on, but this is a special picture before I get off that I'm going to show you. Whoa, hang on a minute. Whoa, no. Yep, I got it. Hang on. Where is it? So I gotta find my pictures here. Because I don't think everybody's gonna watch this video again, so I'm not even worried about it. Where are you? Because it kind of showed, well, you know, I needed to lose weight, so I just didn't want to show anybody my weight here. But I also want to show, all right, where's what I want to show you? This is the one. This is more personal to me, this picture. Yes? What is it? Okay, you're good? There.
What is this?
Yours. Sorry, I'm talking to my daughter. She wants something to eat. And this is what I'm showing you. I am not touching the wings, by the way. And that's the only one I'm showing you personally. Because I'm taking it off after here. So that's the one that I'm actually taking it out and releasing the cage. And my fingers are touching the legs. It looks like I'm touching, if you look at my thumbs away from the wings, that's the one that she didn't want to come out. That is Amy. I'm saying Amy. She wouldn't come out of the cage, and so I have to actually talk her into coming out. Pretty sentimental moment right there. Shh, sorry, give me a second. I gotta take the sound off before it gets too loud. All right, much better now. What a sentimental moment. All right, so let me move that out of the way since I'm going to go back to my thumbnail. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'll get rid of it after, but I'm going to go switch it back to my thumbnail. These guys don't know how. Well, we're giving cat medicine. Meow. Meow. I am so happy. 2 hours and I haven't. 2 hours and I haven't. I gotta help feed medicine, so I'm right here, guys. But I'm giving medicine to one of our pussy cats. It's a little bit in pain here. Come here. Don't open up. Come on, baby. Oh, don't bite my fingers. Ow. Go. Okay, I'm trying. There we go. Good. God, oh, they hate the medicine. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, it will grow back. Wonder what they turn into since they like parsley. Maybe you better, or if they're not harmful, well, they are obviously the parsley organic, or Dave. Maybe pull them away and feed them separately and let them turn into butterflies. If they're good butterfly, if they're not a good butterfly, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't destroy caterpillars, even if they're, one of them's a lettuce one. I should show you that one next year. What the ones in the lettuce did, I moved it out of my lettuce because I don't want them eating all my lettuce, but I also put them in a jar with lettuce to feed them. No, I know that, Kathleen. I know why they mark them. I still don't agree with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like the fact they're putting that on the wings of the butterfly. I know, but I'm against it. I know why they do it. I wish there was a way of being less harmful to them, but I still, like I said, I'm firmly not. I would never put anything on the wings of them. I won't. So I know they're. I said that there's a reason why they do things like that, and they're learning and they're educating on it, where they're flying, where they migrate, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah. I don't know. They're gonna parsley. You kind of almost have to feed them parsley until, you know what? You can take them aside and put them. No, he's not here, Kathleen. The trucker man is downstairs. The only thing is he said something out loud that I gave him heck for to say. I don't want cursing on my channel here, so I said I'm on. Be careful. And so, but he's not here. But I'll tell him you said hello. I'll tell him you said hello. Anyways, Dave, what I would do, it's up to you what you want to do with them or not, but I would pull them off your main parsley part. I would put parsley in a container and wait until they turn to butterflies. Like that's what yeah, that's what I would do. Pretty butterflies, the caterpillars called the parsley worm, so I'm not sure what else they would eat. I don't know. It's up to you whether you want to do it or not. It's up to you. And just try them. What other plants they eat. They might not eat just parsley. They could eat herbs. Who knows? They are pretty. Okay. You know what? I'm going to see, just because we're on here before I get off. Hang on a minute. Before I get off, I'm going to see what are they called, you said? Let's see. I'm going to Google it, what it says on it. You said they were called a hair parsley worm. Okay. They're calling them a black swallowtail. That's weird because they don't. Oh, they don't look like that. They're trying to show that it looks like a monarch one, and it doesn't. You can see totally the difference. It's got lines, same colors, black, white, and yellow, but their lines have dots on them, and they don't look the same shape. But they called it black swallowtail. Family commonly known as the celery, carrot, and parsley family. So I guess these caterpillars look similar, but have two different diets. Monarchs will only feed on milkweed. Black will eat a variety of herbs. So it looks like they eat carrots, celery, and parsley. They eat all three of them. Yeah. So that's what it is. It's black swallowtails. Eat black plants from Apiaca. I don't know what that means. Or family commonly known as the celery, carrot, or parsley family. So they do eat other things, which is good to know. Let's see what you got here. You have a loud family? Yeah, no, but they can eat anything. I just read it. They seem to prefer the parsley. Yeah, they can have the parsley, but it sounds like if you gave them a choice of putting them in a container, you got to eventually put them in some kind of like a butterfly container. You're going to have issues. They're going to get out anyways, your container. But if you put them in like I had a butterfly container, put carrots and give them a choice of foods, they're going to eat what they can get. I'm sure they're going to, if they don't have parsley, they'll eat the carrot or the celery. They're going to eat whatever they need to eat. They need all that before they go into the stage. If I had these, I would be doing it myself. I don't have them, so I can't show you. But that's what I would be doing. Right now, they're at a caterpillar stage. Right now, they're at a caterpillar stage. You know what? I'm going to actually save this picture. I want to show you something that looks really cool. See if I can get it. I got blown up, and I want to put it on here. Wait. I want to show you something because Dave already showed us the picture. Save image. Let me show you something. I'm not going to leave it on my screen long, but I just found it really cool that there's a distinct difference. When I saw them, they don't look like monarch at all, but people misconstrue or make a mistake to think this black swallowtail is a monarch caterpillar, and it's not. Let me show you. What are we going to call this? Parsley. I'll call it a parsley worm. I found this interesting though, because I can see people getting mixed up. I can't say making mixed up. Getting mixed up to put the difference. Now I'm going to put a black screen. Give me 1 second, guys. Black screen. Let's go find what I want here. Because I found this kind of really interesting, this picture. Yeah. Where'd it go? What did I call it? I called it a parsley worm. Where's it? Let me find it first. Spaghetti, parsley worm, there it is. Ready? This is what they're so close, but you can see the spots and see the difference for those of you that don't get it. Right there. Oops. All right, so let's blow this up really big. So there, you got an image. There, that's a good picture. Really good close-up what both of them look like. They're going to be turned into butterflies if you take care of them without it. They're going to eventually bug your if you don't like them, they're going to bug the stuff they go after. I don't know what to say on that because they're going to lay some eggs somewhere around there, but it's up to you whether you want to keep them or not, and you want to turn them into butterflies and see your kids turn them into butterflies. I would do it once. I don't know if I'd do it ever again, but that at least, you know what? This is the way I want to look at it. To learn the beast, you got to understand what they lay their eggs on, how they do things, to educate yourself, and then you go, do you want to repopulate this or you don't want to? Then don't. But learning about it's kind of a cool thing. Anyways, that's the pictures. I put the two together, and it even tells you, and I think this is a really cool picture. I mean, I don't know much about the worm or this, well, they're calling it a worm, but to me it's a caterpillar, but whatever. And you see the difference because Dave showed us a picture. Look at the dots. Same color, black, yellow, and white, but the lines have little dots on them. And when I saw them, they look a lot shorter than what a caterpillar for a monarch looks like. But I can see that people that don't know or not educated would think these are the same thing. Or they would. They might even kill it off because it's damaging their plants. And they're thinking that that's a monarch, and it's not. So look at the difference between the two of them. Quite interesting. I don't care that I'm telling her future boyfriends that she is chipped. So anything happens, I know immediately. That's funny. I love it, Kathleen. That's hilarious. Way to go. Chip your children. That's funny. That's like a little pet being chipped, only you're doing it to kids. I don't know. I think that's the future coming in. That's kind of scary when you think about that you control people with chips. That's going to be scary. Because they predicted that for futuristic films I've seen. And I hate to tell you, most of that stuff ends up coming true. Very scary. Very scary. Scary stuff, guys. Scary stuff. Anyways, I'm going to switch my film back because I don't want that as my thumbnail. But I wanted to show you guys the difference here. Now I'm going to have to go check and see what my picture looks like. Get that off. Still want to have my main picture of my butterfly on here as a thumbnail. I gotta go check because every so many minutes it'll switch to a different picture. Nope, looks good. I still have my butterfly one. That's exactly what I want. All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun, and so I miss you guys. You know that. I'm so used to seeing Kathleen, you, and Velvet, and Jadelle, and a lot of you all the time. And it's hard when I don't see you guys. It's like I'm so addicted, and I can't see you guys because some reason with my internet kind of like annoys me. But I've been working hard off screen, showing different things, and I'll show you stuff I've done off screen later on. Well, thanks, Jadelle. I miss you too. It's hard. It's very hard when you can't come on here. When I'm like attached to everybody and I can't get on. So they eat a lot. Yeah, I don't know about the one we're talking that Dave has, but the monarchs eat crazy. Just before they're going to go into chrysalids. And chrysalids, no, they freaking eat crazy. I showed you all that on that video. If you look when I showed you how much they eat, they go crazy before they're going to turn in. They need all that energy. Think about it though. If you didn't eat for 11 days, you need to build your metabolism, whatever they have, to eat up to survive for 11 days. For 11 days, they don't eat. So that's a long time to not eat. So they're going to stuff and stuff and stuff and eat and eat and eat to get ready for that 11 days. They're not going to eat a thing. You do? Well, I go crazy when I don't see you for a few days. Oh, Velvet, me too. I miss everybody. I really do. Missed it, but I have some cool things that I've been working on. So that's the best I'm going to say. I got some cool things that I'm working on in the back that I will eventually bring to the front of the channel. Anyways, that last video, if you haven't seen it, I'd appreciate, there's two different ones that, if you get a chance, I know you guys are all busy, but there's the one that I didn't, the Brussels sprouts is the last video, Mrs. Green Thumb Brussels sprouts, and Mrs. Green Thumb 5 items I use in the garden. This might be helpful tips if you haven't seen it already. I know some of you have, but if you haven't seen it, then if you don't mind seeing that and leave a comment, that would be great. And it's kind of a cool thing for gardeners to know all the stuff that I bet you didn't know. Now, somebody made a comment on there to say that, like, you used one of the items was nails and the rust and all that, and iron. And someone says, that's not the way you get it. Yes, you do get it that way. I just don't want to get into a debate on comments or anything, so I won't do that. But think about it. Iron comes from, if you took a nail and put the nail in the ground and that nail stayed in the ground, there's the iron that comes from the nail that's going to go back in the ground. It's the same thing as no one believes you that if you cook on a cast iron pan, you're going to get the nutritional value from the iron. What's the difference? You're going to go in the ground. It's going to go somewhere. It's going to leak out. So whether it's on, cast iron or different things, it's, I watch videos on it. That's why I know that I did do it. And I know it somewhat works to put nails in there, let it corrode, and that water from it helps your garden. So that's what I'm going to say on that one, because I saw a comment, but I just didn't want to get into a great big thing on it. God is awesome at designing his creatures. Yes, he is. Absolutely, Kathleen. Well said. Very well said. Very, 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 very well said. I'm excited though. I got some projects to do. As soon as I get off with you guys, I'm going back to what I was been doing off on the time that I can't come online and getting better at it. I'm learning, how about I put that literally? I'm learning a trade or a craft that's, I'm becoming better at it because I didn't know how to do it, but now I'm feel like pretty good about it. Oh, this has been a wonderful stream. It went smooth. Been 2 hours. I think I'm gonna be shutting down pretty shortly because this has been awesome. I want to cross my fingers it stays beautiful. And this thumbnail is going to be on it. If anybody wants it, I've said a lot of things in the beginning of this video to educate people on it and threw out stuff that I've learned. So anybody, and that's not meaning you, Kathleen, or Velvet, or Jadelle, or anybody, but anybody from the beginning that has not been to my live stream wants to see it. I think this live stream is one of my best done when it comes to educating people on the monarch butterflies. That's what I'm going to say on that. And on that note, I'm playing my butterfly music, raising a monarch butterfly from egg to butterfly, which I did in 2000 of last year, 2018, released it on November 4th. So you guys, you guys are awesome. I love you all. I would stay on longer, but I gotta go get these things done, and I will try my best to come on later on. Have to go, love you. Yeah, see, it's perfect timing. Perfect timing that we all need to get off. Yes, have much love. Great, and I will try my hardest. If not, I will see you back here tomorrow sometime. If I can't get on tonight, it's the best way I can say it. Because at least it's working out here. So have a fantastic day, and I gotta go finish my crock pot for my stuff for supper. So you guys can say so long, and I'll just shut it down slowly. Bye. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you again, Mike and Newfound, for the donation to my channel. Thanks for all of you. You're big. I love you all. If you're in a room, I'd hug you all together. So thanks. Hugs Kathleen, hugs Jadelle, hugs Velvet, hugs Newfound, hugs whoever's still in my channel. Dave, big hugs, Dave. I'm going to look at your stuff, and the next time I'm on, Dave, bring it up, and I'll throw it up on my screen so we'll talk about what you just released. And I might even make a thumbnail of it like I did the last time, because I think it's a good thumbnail. People will grab people's attention, and then maybe they actually listen to us of our talks and what we focus on of teaching people. Fantastic live stream. I enjoyed it big time. I've missed you all. I shall see you again tonight or tomorrow if possible. That's my kisses to you. Take care.